dermatomal testing, our sensation testing, if you will. So we're going to start by, we'll kind of go through all of them. Okay, C4, C5, C6, so all the way through our C's, and then we'll hit T1, T2, and then we'll hit all of our L's and the S1. Okay, so C4 is going to start right at the clavicle, just kind of below the clavicle, and it goes across and kind of hits a little bit on that anterior shoulder, anterior delt, and we come out to the side, and that's going to be over our C5. Okay, and hit C5 on the lateral shoulders, and you can even come down the lateral side just above the elbow. Once you hit the elbow, cross the elbow, then we start to get into C6. So if she's in anatomical position like that, or C5, C6, all the way down to the thumb. C7 is going to be, can you feel that? And all the while I'm asking the patient, can you feel this? Can you feel this? Can you feel this, right?
And when we do sensation testing, do we usually have the patient looking at it while we're doing it?
Yes. Yes.
Drew does, but you know, everybody else?
Not so much, right?
Yeah. So again,
Okay.
your normal sensation testing, this is just locations.
Yeah, yeah. So C6, C7, C8, you can come up, you start to get onto that medial forearm around the elbow and it turns into T1, okay? T1, and then T2 is going to be all the way up in the axilla. I won't, because she's already anticipating it and I know that she'll be able to feel it. She's ticklish. Okay? And then we've got our lumbar. Okay, so lumbar L1 sits about right here. That's why we typically stay away from it. Okay, we come down just a little bit, and that's going to be our L2. So this area right here. L3 is going to come down a little bit farther. L4 is going to wrap a little high on about, I guess a little lower than halfway on that lateral side of the thigh. Kind of wraps around the front of the knee, and then comes down and hits the medial portion of the lower leg. Okay. Hurry, make sure that I'm getting the right spot. Yep. L5 is now going to come down across the front of the shin and then down on the dorsum of the foot. And then S1, the lateral portion of the foot, as well as a little bit on the back side, kind of that Achilles
You're doing
portion.
great, Mandy. She's starting to be a little tickly there.
Okay. And
You
then
can kick him, it's okay.
again.
Sorry, go.
Again, depending on the text or the reference, S2 can come down a little bit more on that posterior lateral lower leg, but then it's typically going to be all the way up on the outer rim, if you will. Ring of the whatever it was you called it.
Yes. Saddle anesthesia.
Saddle anesthesia.
It is the saddle area.
There you go.
The peri area.
Peri area. I like that one.
I know, I use that one a lot too.
Peri area.
The peri.
Okay. There's my dermatome. Done.
P-E-R-I.
So,
What about the back? Do you ever do the back?
no, so that's the thoracic, and that would be,
Well, like the legs though?
oh, the, what do you mean? What?
Like on the back of the legs? Do you ever do that?
That's kind
Or
of,
is
that's
it
gonna
just
be
the
like
same as the other one?
our S1, S2 area, depending on your reference there. Okay? And then, we finish up with our DTRs. Okay? Deep tendon reflex. Here's the thing, when we're doing a deep tendon reflex, how do we hold the hammer?
Firmly.
Not like that.
Like this. No, okay? 2, maybe 3 fingers, like this. This is how we want to use the hammer. Okay? And it's not going to be like this. We want to put enough pressure on that to give it a quick little stretch so that the muscle or the tendon wants to react. Okay? But not so much that we're going to break their arm. Okay? So, don't hold, I don't know, maybe. Or could. So don't hold it like this. Hold it like this. Let it just flop around and pop. Okay? So there are a few areas that we're going to want to test or that are most common. First one is going to be bicep tendon. We can find that bicep tendon down here. If we're having a hard time or you want to make sure you're really on it, go ahead and lift up this one. There we are, and I'm right I have my thumb right over the top of her tendon. I'm going to use the pointy end of the hammer. This is one of the only times you will use the pointy end. In fact, it's the only time today that you will use the pointy end. And I'm going to make sure my patient's relaxed. I'd like you to not look. And if you need to, she's having a hard time relaxing up here, you might have her go into extreme dorsiflexion. Just pull those toes up as far as you can.
Touch your shin with your toes.
Woo! And we got ourselves a nice little reflex. But I hit my thumb. Okay? So my thumb is not just resting on there. I had a decent amount of pressure so that I could actually get onto her tendon. So that when I hit my thumb, I would get a reaction out of it. Got to transfer the force. Exactly. It's copper wire. Okay? So that's the bicep. The next one is the brachioradialis. If our patient is still in just this relaxed position, we know where our brachioradialis is, right? It sits right up here on top of the radius. About that much of it is the muscle, and then all of a sudden we get into our tendon. That's what we want to hit. So about there. Woo!
There it was.
We get this nice little movement out of it, okay? And then we can go for the tricep. Tricep can be a little tough. Right here, right close to that olecranon is where it's going to do your, is where we want to hit, okay? And we're getting a little bit, not much. Not much there.
You're broken.
You're broken.
That doesn't sound right. I've never heard that. Not in this program.
I'm not broke, broken.
Now, I gave you guys the textbook reference for how to grade or how to document deep tendon reflexes, whether it's hyper-reactive or under-reactive. So that's in your textbook, and I gave you that page number for that reference, okay? And an announcement.
Where,
In the announcement.
That's what that was.
That's the
That's
announcement.
what I sent out yesterday.
Oh,
That's
I
what
read
it's
it.
all about.
Yeah, that's
I read it and went, I'll read about another.
Okay, for lower extremity, there's really two that are the most common. One is going to be the knee, and then the Achilles tendon. So knee flexion and then plantar flexion. You can do another one for dorsiflexion. It's here. It's a little tough. So we're just going to focus on the other two. But we know where that patella tendon runs, right? Between the patella and tibial tuberosity. And so we're just going to. Woo! There it goes. So, if I kept trying, I wasn't really getting anything, and I was worried that the patient was maybe putting a little tension on that, have them go into choir boy pose and pull their arms apart. Okay?
I'm not a baseball team. So great.
Oh. Just get them to change whatever. Yeah. The last one's going to be for plantar flexion. This one, in just a normal position like that, that tendon's on a lot of slack. So we want to put a little tension on it. We're going to put her into a little bit of dorsiflexion and tap. We'll get this nice response. Okay? There's our entire screen. We don't have a whole lot of time left due to some of our tangents and questions, which